Okay, so I made this video. It was like 8 minutes long, babbling about how great this beer is that I just tried, and I messed up a bunch of words, and it was hilarious to listen to. But it failed at about 8 minutes because I have too many videos on my hard drive, so I had to fix that problem. So let's start this again. I am going to give Magnanomous IPA a try. And this is an IPA brewed with Grand Fir. It's 7% alcohol by volume. And it's out of Astoria, Oregon. Astoria, Oregon. And it was brewed in collaboration with Earth and Sky Farms, or Farm. Anyway, I had a funny anecdote about Astoria and their weird cream cheese garlic bread, but we'll forego that now. Okay, this is distributed only in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now that I was able to get a can of this through Tavour. And they really have found some beers I would never have been able to come across in my normal day-to-day life. So I'm excited to try their stuff each month when I get my shipment. Okay, so I picked this because there's a beer and it has a whale on the front and a blue label, and it's an ale brewed with spruce tips. And I cannot think of the name of it right now. Alaskan Winter Ale. I'm pretty sure that's it. Now I feel like I need to look that up on the internet. Anyway, and the first time I saw that, I thought that's kind of weird. Like, why would you put spruce tips in? Yes, Alaskan Winter Ale. Good stuff. Anyway, why would you put spruce tips into a beer? And that seems kind of funky. And then I realized, well, this whole West Coast hopping thing really is driven by this piney, resiny flavored hop. So the next logical conclusion is, let's put a freaking pine tree up in that bad boy. So they did, and I drank it, and it was actually really good. And it had kind of this slippery, full body feel to it. I remember it was so smooth and balanced. And of course the winter ale was wasn't brewed as an IPA, but it was very drinkable, and I'm sure I've done a video on it. I'm pretty sure I've done a video on it. Anyway, it seems likely I would have done a video on it. We'll have to ask the internet for that answer. But I saw this come up on Tavour and thought, oh, I totally need to jump on that because one of my favorite winter brews is the Alaskan Winter Ale. So we'll start over with the smell. Definitely has that pine hops to it. Kind of a, and I hate to say it, kind of like a cat pee kind of a smell. It's like acrid, kind of, and that's not even the smell because that like suggests burnt, but it's got this, this scent to it, and underneath that is this really deep malty sweetness. It's like there's some caramelliness in there. Anyway, this beer smells great. I was trying to avoid the word pine in describing this because it seems cliche if it has pine in it, but there it is. This is an unfiltered beer, and it does come across as a little bit hazy, but more noticeably is how carbonated it is. And I don't know if this video does it justice, but it's definitely bubbling, and it's been listening to me talk for 10 minutes now or something like that. At least 10 minutes. Nonetheless, beautiful golden color. It did pour with a pretty good head, and I topped it off, and then it's maintained, just a nice head with some lacing as I drink it down. At 7% alcohol by volume, it's definitely, an alcohol-heavy beer, but flavor. I'm glad that I could step out of the fact that I already drank this and had my whole spiel worked up, and I can have the same experience again. I drank it, and I don't know if you can see, but I've got these goosebumps now, and it's just like this crisp, piney, sharp hop flavor, and you think, okay, well, that's definitely an IPA. But then behind it, what happens is just this amazing thing. It has just as much sweet, roasty maltiness as it does hops, and it's a very nice balance. It has the slickness on the tongue, this full body to it, and it's really just it's a very it fully utilizes all of the senses. Like, I can feel it, I can taste it, I can smell it as I'm taking the drink. It even has a little bit of a sound as it bubbles. It's just an amazing beer. The first couple of drinks that I had, and I don't know if it was because it was fresh and it was still releasing its aromas, or because I hadn't had so many drinks that I couldn't taste, I hadn't had so many drinks that the hop finish was like kind of harsh on my jaw and on my palate, but it had this really amazing, like, grape candy flavor that kind of happened between the malt and the bitter hop finish. It wasn't sweet, but it's just like that kind of that candy, like tart kind of candy flavor that you can taste in your jaw, you can feel in your jaw, with this just really robust grape flavor, and it was amazing. And I said wow about 900 times in the video that failed. But this is just such a great beer. I'm really kicking myself for having not grabbed more cans while I had the opportunity. It's just delightful. It is so well done, and I hope that they continue to make this season after season. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. So, cheers to Fort George Brewery in Astoria, Oregon. This is great, and I am just so pleased I had the opportunity to drink a can, and I wish I would have gotten more. Anyway, so if you can't tell, awesome beer. If this is something that you've tried, please share with me down below where you were able to find it. Maybe people can come up with it, but it looks like it's a Pacific Northwest exclusive. If you're visiting, drink it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Anyway, and thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.